Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. Hey, komo mai, welcome. Come to Maui, come to Maui. What do you guys think of the hat, huh? Now I'm telling you, it's so sunny here year round that having one of these when you're on vacation is super good because it's almost like it's going to prevent you turning into a crab on day one of your vacation. And they look kind of cool too. They're kind of fun. Actually, this is my son, Colton. That's his hat. And he was wearing it the other day at the beach, and I borrowed it from him because I was starting to get a little bit burned. But it's kind of weird. You live here long enough, you don't really need sunscreen anymore. I know it's strange, but if you're coming here on vacation in 2024, bring your sunscreen. You're going to need it because that thing is always happening here on the beautiful island of Maui. And if you're trying to decide between should I go to Kauai or should I go to Big Island or maybe I should go to Oahu, here's a little tip for you. Come to Maui because there's a saying that's in Hawaii that you may or may not be familiar with, but it's this. Ready? Maui no ka'oi. Ding! And what does that mean? It means Maui is the best. So there isn't this saying that says Oahu no ka'oi. Sorry, Oahu. There's not like a Kauai no ka'oi. There's not even like a Big Island no ka'oi. There's only Maui no ka'oi, which means Maui is the best. Maui no ka'oi. And especially in light of what happened on Maui, which we're not going to get into because it's too darn, it's just too darn everything. But you need to support the community, in my humble opinion. You should help if you can. I know you can. Spread the word, spread the aloha, and ask your friends and family and people that you don't even know walking down the street, say, hey, don't forget to go to Maui this year. Don't forget. Because they were brutally attacked by, again, we're not going to go there, but I am going to take off this hat because it's a little distracting. Yes, I still have hair, but not much. But I'm going salty dog all day long. So this is your Maui fix. If you're new to the channel, I'm all about bringing you that aloha vibe that you can only sense and get, I believe, from the Valley Isle. Why is it called the Valley Isle? Because we have two big mountains, Haleakala, house of the sun, Hale, house, Akala, I guess that means sun. I don't know. I'm no Hawaiian language expert, that's for sure. But I do know how to say it, sort of. And then we have the Kahalavai Mountains, which is also known as the West Maui Mountains. And in between those two mountains creates this wind funnel. And we always have these trade winds. The trade winds they blow predominantly from the northeast. And they blow and they funnel in between those two mountains. And it creates I think it's the 13th windiest city in the world. And the best windsurfing you could ever ask for. So we are the windsurfing capital of the world. Now it's winging and it's kiting and all that. But if you're a wind sport guy, love you Europeans. Europeans, I don't know what it is. You guys love wind sports. I've got a wing and I've got the foil. I've got the e-foil too. Don't get me wrong. But it's Maui no ka'oi, not just for the windsurfing. It's Maui no ka'oi because I don't know. It's just Maui no ka'oi. It's the best island. Why? Because it combines all of the elements of each of the islands into one. It's like it's got a little bit of Oahu, it's got a little bit of city, but not a lot, just enough. Got the MAC, got some nice concerts, got a little MAC is the Maui Arts and Cultural Center. And you got a little bit of mountain, but not too much mountain. You got some nice size, second biggest island in the Hawaiian chain, but not too big. Big Island's kind of big. It's almost a little too big. You got a little bit of Kauai, just a little bit of country, but not too much country. And we're not, the other thing is this, we are a figure eight. One of my clients that's lived here for a long time, I sold his house on Dorfaith Road, Doug Self. Aloha, Doug, you're awesome. But he was this energy guy. He just talked about energy a lot, and I really enjoyed his talks on energy. He grew flowers for a living, so that's some pretty good energy right there. But he talked about the circular aspect of Oahu and Kauai. So there's circles, and they don't even complete the circle. Like you can't go all the way around Oahu. You can't go all the way around Kauai. It's a semicircle. Maui is a figure eight and you can go all the way around the whole figure eight. So he says there's a different energy for that. And I'll tell you one, hang on a second. I'm just talking too much today. And we got to get this. Hang on. Figure eight energy. And I don't know. We don't want to miss this very last Maui fix. Because after all, this is a Maui fix. This isn't just me talking about the energy of Maui and why it's no ka'oi and why you need to come here. But it's also because we're focusing on you getting your Maui fix. Now I'm at the penthouse right now of the Valley Isle, corner unit. Look at that, huh? What? Gorgeous, huh? Nothing like looking down on turtles, and there was just a whale here just a few minutes ago that was spouting. And we have a barge over here. That is the island of Molokai. Or Molokai. You can actually see the top of it today, which is really nice. It's very clear. That's unusual. And then it's kind of weird how it does like this little dipper Dan right here, a little whoop, and then a whoop. So that is all of Molokai. And that's the last little touch of the sun. It's actually a beautiful, beautiful sunset this evening. Right in the heart of Sunset Alley, I call it, in between the islands of Molokai and Lanai. And Lanai, of course, Larry's island, Larry Ellison. Aloha, Larry, wherever you are. That's Lanai. And this is Sunset Alley, right in between, because the sun basically sets in between these two islands most of the time. Geographically speaking, if you're located where I am, which is of course in Kahana, on the west side of Maui. But this is officially your Maui fix, and hopefully you can hear the lapping waves below me. Hopefully your blood pressure is dropping as we speak, as you look down and take in the vibrations of the tiki torches and some ono grinds being distributed there. I'm hungry just looking at it. I've been working all day. So yeah, I'm ready for some sashimi, some ahi, some macadamia, roasted, coconut encrusted, panko, whatever. I'm trying to find the tiki torch. Where's it at? Help me out. There we go. Ah, the tiki. Nothing like a tiki. We should do more tikis around the world, don't you think? The tiki should be a thing everywhere, because it just creates this beautiful ambiance. By the way, this is not the Valley Isle I'm looking at right now. This is the bean pool at the beautiful Royal Kahana. So the Royal Kahana is just here to my north. I'm in the Valley Isle Resort, and we talked about the Valley Isle. Huh. That was sort of an unintended lecture. But anyway, why is Maui no ka'oi? What? There's the whale. Hang on a second. I knew he was out here. See if I can get my camera on for you. My iPhone, I should say. My iPhone camera. He just came up here a second ago. Big shout out to Kim over in your Hololani unit, a couple buildings down, that you bought a couple years ago. And I know you're a whale watching aficionado. You're probably watching this exact same whale right now. There it is. There he is. There he is. All right, let's get him dead center, or she. Aloha, Kim. There it is. You guys seen that little spout? So yeah, the whales are still here. It's not too late. But of course, if you want to hit the peak season, it's more of a late January, February, March kind of peakish. Right now it's kind of on the downhill. They're heading back to AK, up to Alaska, to continue their life as the northern hemisphere starts to heat up. Maui Dan is no longer got Jack Frost nipping at his nose. He's not out there on his truck scraping with the scraper every morning. He's actually enjoying some 70-degree weather as his bones start to defrost. So happy for you guys. Now get ready for the heat, right? That's the next thing. The heat's coming. I promise you. Something I love about Maui and Hawaii is it's just consistent, man. That's just the kind of guy I am. I like consistency. I'm a very consistent person. I really am. I do literally the same thing every day. It's like Groundhog Day for me every day. So I like the consistency of the weather in Hawaii. I just like that. It's like you get the weather variable, you just take that off the table. There's no more weather variable. Like on the mainland, it's like, okay, what's going to happen today? We got thunderstorms, we got hail, we got some, what? You know, it's going to be too cold, it's going to be too hot, it's going to be too something. In Hawaii, it's just the variable is gone. It's just a fixed thing. Now, yes, every once in a while, yes, I know we do have the occasional chink in the armor. A little weather pattern shows up, and it just happens to be the week that you're here. I'm sorry, you just got unlucky. It happens, right? We do get sometimes a week of weird whatever. It could be rainy, could be windy. It's still splitting hairs, in my opinion. It's still a low of 76 and a high of 82. Come on now, people. So, but it could be a little windy, it could be a little rainy. It's not perfect. And I'm telling you, I paid for perfect, and that's pretty much what we get here every single day. And also, the light doesn't change much. It's like an hour change throughout the year. The mainland kind of drives me crazy. Like in the wintertime, you wake up in the dark, you go home in the dark. It's just like, it's too dark. And then in the summertime, I'm not complaining about that. I'll take all the light I can get, man. Love it. So I actually do kind of miss those summer nights where it's like 10 o'clock at night in the Midwest and it's still kind of light outside. You know, I'll take light. I'm a light person. As soon as it gets dark, man, my head's hitting the pillow, right? I'm going down so I can get up early with the sun and go mountain bike or hike or walk my bird dog or go for a surf or, you know, up to me, we just pass on the whole night thing. But hey, it's what it is, and we do need to rest. So anywho, where was I? You are about to book your trip to Maui. Why? Why is Maui no Kauai, and why do we need you? Let me tell you why we need you. Because the government, in their complete idiocy, is trying to shut down the economy. Right? That's what they're good at. Even though they don't realize, it's like, don't we need the taxes? Don't we need taxes? That's where our money. They don't make that connection somehow. Maybe because they print money, could be it. I don't know. But at any rate, they still need the taxes as far as I'm concerned. So you need to come to Maui because our island, our little beautiful island, has come under some kind of an attack. Call it a natural disaster, call it anything else, no matter what you call it, it's a legitimate situation where we need your support in any way that you can garner it. So if that means coming here on vacation, that's number one. Number two, if it just means praying for our island, we'll take that. If it's sharing the video and having someone else come and visit, we'll take whatever you can get. And I'm going to do my little tiny part with my little tiny channel to help spread the aloha, spread the vibe, and hopefully get you guys to come here to support these people that have purchased these condos. So vacation rental condos, by the way, are small little business entities that have been purchased by hardworking Americans and Canadians and people all around the world, and they spent hard-earned money to buy these units, right? So they can enjoy them as sort of a nice little vacation getaway, maybe a second home, or maybe their full-time retirement someday, but in the interim, they rent them out. They rent them out like a small little business. It's called like Airbnb, VRBO, you know, like everyone's doing it. And this helps pay their bills. It helps pay for their investment. It helps pay for the local economy. It's people that come here and they work here. There's a maid that cleaned this unit a few days ago. There's a handyman. There's a property manager. There's the tax base. So, but it all breaks down if you don't allow them to do their vacation rental. But that's what they're trying to sort of push through, like they always are. But it also doesn't work if you don't come here. So if you think to yourself, you know, Maui kind of went through that little fire, the big fire, you know, we'll just wait. We'll just see what happens. And maybe we'll just try Mexico this year, or maybe we'll go to Kauai. I implore you, that's not the right decision. Please, come to Maui, travel plans, make it happen. If anything, it's almost a little bit like COVID, where it's not as crazy busy as it was post-COVID, you know, during COVID. Right after COVID, whatever, it was a little like less busy, and then it just got crazy busy. So now we're just kind of back to normal. So you're going to experience a Maui that's a little bit more laid back, a little less crowds. You don't have to make dinner reservations like a year in advance. You might actually get into Mama's Fish House. So to me, the vibe is very, very, very good. And trust me, the haters are only hiding behind keyboards on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Not on my YouTube channel, but they are not here. And when you come here and these people serve you, whether it's your waiter, your bartender, your waitress, your not the handyman, hopefully you don't have to see that guy, the person at the lobby, the person that's at the pool attendant, whatever, I can promise you they are going to be so thankful, they're going to be so nice, they're going to be aloha infused, and they're going to be glad that you're helping them support their livelihood. So we need you now more than ever. So anyway, I'm probably preaching the choir on this one, but I appreciate you guys hearing me out on this. And of course, it's alive, so I don't have any obligations to go long or short or anything. It's just straight from the heart, unedited, on everything. It's just pure aloha, hopefully showing you a little bit of what's happening right now in the beautiful island of Maui. So, but before we leave, I will put a link in the description. It's my link tree. I use Linktree now because it's cool. Sounds cool too. For this unit that's on the market, and it is Valley Isle Penthouse. Check it out real quick. Nothing major, just a little ding ding. It's beautiful. Look at the granite countertops. And by the way, my son Colton, who's amazing, valedictorian, Lahaina Luna, got his real estate license right before the fire, and he has been holding this thing open, right? Here's our open house sign. Check it out real quick. He's a very industrious young man. There we have the new sign. Check it out. He's been holding it open because that's what you do. And yes, we just got an offer. It's probably going to go under contract tomorrow would be my guess. But, and this, by the way, I want to really quickly, I want to point this out. This is important. This is what I call double ocean view. So you have a king-size bed there that looks very inviting at the moment. And the view is right there, right? With a little lanai. And then, hang on, another ocean view right here. So it's a double ocean view. That's not very common, right? Sometimes, most of the time, the bedroom, this is a one bedroom, by the way. Most of the time, this thing is in the back, close to the street, maybe to the sound, the noise, no view, concrete wall, garden, mountain maybe, best case scenario. But here you're going to wake up in the morning and it's going to pass what I call the pillow test. Let me show you how the pillow test works. Oh, that feels good. Oh, man. What's it about getting older, man? The back. What happens to the back? So here I am, I'm in the bed. Now, do I have to lift my head? Here's the pillow test, by the way. If you guys are not using, if you're new to the channel, I've been doing this for quite a while, actually. So, but the pillow test is the classic. It's the classic test. Do I have to lift my head off the pillow to see the ocean? Are you ready? Now, I'm not going to lift my head. I promise you. Okay. I'm not lifting my head. And what do I see? Oh! This doesn't just pass the pillow test. Like, this thing is like the valedictorian of the pillow test. So it's a double ocean view. So that's just one of those little tidbits that, helps to know before you go condo shopping. It's like, can we find one that doesn't just have an ocean view from the bedroom, but I don't have to crank my head 90 degrees that way. I don't have to lift my head and do a sit-up to look at the ocean. It's right there. So anyway, and also another one here, does it have a washer and dryer in the unit? As you can see, this does. It's not a community washer and dryer. I got to go down 5 floors and say hi to Bob and wait for quarters. I can do my laundry right here. That's huge. So anyway, real quick, what happened to Colton was, I'm kind of trying to teach in the real estate business. Matter of fact, bless his heart, he dropped out of college. He's got all the money saved for college, by the way. All 4 years just sitting in a bank account. And it's about 50 G's a year. So he goes to college for his first year at CSU. And, drops the 50K out of his college fund. And after they tried to teach him some weird stuff about gender, he was like, yeah, I don't think so, man. I'm not giving my 50K a year to some school that's going to just teach me a bunch of garbage when I could save the 150 I got left and go sell some real estate on Maui, learn something about business, and get out there and be productive. And yeah, he still needs to learn some cool stuff from higher education. I'm encouraging him to do whatever he wants, maybe go to a little less of a liberal school possibly. But I had him read some classic real estate books, and one of them is Bob Sella, right? Love you, Bob. You're a classic. I know. You're just a legend. And he wrote a good book about real estate, and one of them is you hold open houses if you can get the listings, right? Which is not easy on this island, but we've got about 7 of them at the moment. And then you hold it open, and then people come up to the open house. It helps sell the unit, obviously. You get to meet other sellers that might possibly want to sell their unit, but you also get to meet buyers. And you can meet buyers, and then you can take them and show them other stuff, or maybe sell them this unit. So sure enough, Colton just took the bull by the horns, put out the open house signs, came up here, met a buyer, and today, for the first time in his career, took a buyer that he met at an open house to other condos and showed him around. He just did it, man. Yes, So, there's two kinds of people in life. There's people that think about doing things, and then there's people that do them. And Colton, you are the guy that just does it. Matter of fact, when he was in high school, he wanted to side gig, right? So he side gigged as a photographer. And I've got a lot of good photography equipment, so he's no dummy. He's like, hey man, we got like the Z9, we got these nice cameras. And so what Colton did when he was in high school, he went and printed, I didn't tell him to do this, he printed his own business cards, printed them on his own, went to a realtor caravan meeting. Of course, he's supposed to be a member of the Realtors Association. He wasn't, but he's still, whatever. He went there, met agents, handed out his card, and I think in his last year of high school, when he was becoming a valedictorian, I think he saved over 20 grand doing photography jobs for other agents on the island that he met at a caravan with business cards that he printed himself. So that just shows you, man. Colton, go-getter. Yes, and my other boys are too, don't get me wrong, but this is all about Colton because he held the open house and he took his buyers out for the first time today. So anyway, probably more than you care to know about my son, but I'm very proud of him. And Colton, good job. Good job, Colton. Love you, buddy. Okay, so with that, guys, we're going to end the live. One last shot at the beautiful Pacific Ocean from the 12th floor of the Valley Isle, from the Valley Isle, Maui no Kauai. Please come. Please book. Please support the locals. Share your aloha. Say some prayers for the beautiful island of Maui. Forget the haters because they are not even worth talking about, but we're going to love them anyway. We're going to show them the path to being in a flow state of positivity, never-ending stoke. It can be done. We can change the world, one butterfly flap at a time. What do I mean by that? I don't know. Wasn't there some old saying that says a butterfly flaps its wing in South America and it creates a hurricane over on the other side of the planet? And to me, that's the same concept of doing the right thing, doing positive things, living in a space of aloha and love for others. You flap that little butterfly wing of love and positivity, and it will create a hurricane of awesome power somewhere else in the world. What we do echoes in eternity. So we might as well do something really cool and amazing with our precious time on earth. So, spread the aloha. And I know I'm preaching to the choir because, as I've always said, you guys are in fact the most aloha-infused audience on planet Earth. You proved it when Maui needed you the most, and I know you will do it again. So, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, I shall return. As I always say, I don't know where, I don't know when, but I can promise you one thing. It will be from the most beautiful place on planet Earth, the best lifestyle I think you can ever live, Maui, Hawaii. Thanks, guys. Until next time, Eric West. I know where it is. It's right here. I do have Maui gyms with bifocals, by the way. I just never wear them because I refuse to believe I'm getting older. I'm not getting older, I'm getting younger every day. I'm taking my essential fatty acids, my fish oils, and my arugula, and my olive oil that has to be sourced from one farm in Italy. Ryan, thank you. Don't get duped, man. Most olive oil is not the real thing. It's not. It's a blend from some country that doesn't have any regulations, and you're buying it paying top dollar. Italian olive oil, I'm telling you, from one farm. I know. It's just randomly flowing at all times.